What up, everybody? It's your boy CG back at you guys again with a crypto wrap up. Now, I know earlier I was talking about decentralized versus centralized exchanges, and I feel like I should touch on that really quickly just to kind of clarify a little bit and kind of broaden everybody's understanding of it, make it really, easy and accessible, because it's all about, easily being able to understand something and relating it to, all my everyday viewers and just people in general who don't quite, understand all the jargon and the mumbo jumbo. But basically, the exchanges in and of themselves, what are they? There are third-party services that help us exchange our coins for different coins, across the network, different types of coins, kind of like the stock market has exchanges, so on and so forth. Like it has E-Trade, so on and so forth, whatever that app is called. We have different exchanges, and there are two different kinds of exchanges, which are centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. Now, in centralized exchanges, you actually are putting yourself sort of at a risk. If you guys have noticed that there have been a lot of people saying that exchanges have gotten hacked, so on and so forth. Like, for instance, I forgot what it was called. I think it was Bitfinex or something like that. Bitfinex got hacked. Then the Mt. Gox situation, the hacking is so prominent in the crypto space that it scares a lot of people away from it. And I'm not saying that let this scare you away from crypto space, because we're all in crypto space, and there are ways to work around it to to keep yourself safe. There are precautions that you should take, and so on and so forth. Just like with any other investment, there are precautions you should take to ensure your funds. But some people are really new and they don't know what to do, and in worst case scenarios, they don't have a friend who tells them to use 2FA, so on and so forth, so they're subject to being hacked. These things are possible. So centralized exchanges are essentially an exchange that has advanced trading tools right now that decentralized exchanges at this current point in time don't have right now, that allow it's ease of access with centralized exchanges, but the exchange is actually holding your monies, your deposits, so on and so forth. So if the whole exchange was to be hacked, like what happened in Bitfinex, your money would be compromised. But the thing is, there's a second thing called a decentralized exchange. A decentralized exchange actually omits or even eliminates the hacking process, because it makes everything, it brings it back to what Bitcoin truly is, a peer-to-peer process. Exchange actually happens where your funds are held in an escrow account, you're subjected to IOUs, so on and so forth. They give you IOU tokens that you have access to trade, so on and so forth with, while the escrow, kind of like in real estate, if you guys do real estate, how they have escrow accounts, you guys can, certain stipulations or things have to be met in order for the funds to be transferred to the receiver, the person you're sending the funds to, so on and so forth. So that's the essential difference with decentralized and decentralized exchanges. It's more peer-to-peer. They actually have on this page some really quick comparisons. Like in a centralized exchange, you can exchange and control funds. The exchange controls your funds, but the user controls the funds in decentralized exchanges. Centralized exchanges are not anonymous. Remember, guys, I was stating, like in Kyber Network's video, they stated that in the traditional exchange, more than likely you'd have to give up some type of information, so on and so forth, to make your transactions. With decentralized exchanges, it remains anonymous. With centralized exchanges, there are hacks and server downtime. With decentralized, there are no hacks and server downtime. Now, the big weaknesses with decentralized exchanges right now, I said right now, but yeah, the big decentralized exchange weaknesses that are present fall under, lack of low liquidity, because everybody's on this path right here. Everybody is in a centralized exchange, which is kind of defeating the purpose of why, you know, we are in Bitcoin in the first place, that we're still giving somebody else control of our funds, you know, so on and so forth. I'm not saying, hey, well, stop using this, because, you know, it's probably still working for you guys, but I'm just putting it out there that you guys need to understand these differences, understand what's going on with your money, and that's at all times be aware of what's going on in these exchanges that you're putting your money into. Decentralized exchanges are basically trustless. You don't have to trust them, because it's literally like a person's in front of you in decentralized exchanges, and you're giving him Bitcoin and he's giving you his Ethereum. It's literally like that. Like I'm giving a person $5 and they're giving me a whole $5 bill. It's an exchange that's peer to peer. But the downsides would be low liquidity, because there's not a lot of people present on decentralized exchanges at the moment, and because they're more technical to operate right now. Like there's a little bit more involved in actually navigating decentralized exchanges, but there are guys out there that you guys can take advantage of to go, you know, learn and read up on how to operate certain exchanges. But the greatest thing about it is that a lot of people are creating decentralized exchanges, like for instance with Kyber Network, that are simplifying the process and making truly decentralized exchange a thing. Like it's happening, and that's why I love to see advancements like this, building our pillars right here, the pros and cons of decentralized versus decentralized. This decentralized right now at this moment is easier to use than a decentralized exchange. They have more advanced tools, you know, like for margin trading, you know, stop loss, so on and so forth, than the decentralized models currently have right now, and they're higher liquidity because everybody's using them. These aren't easy to use. They have basic features and there's low liquidity. But guys, don't get it twisted. These are temporary cons right now. These are temporary cons. The centralized exchanges are still being built. Like they're still being worked on. Like I said with Kyber, they actually have a list of decentralized exchanges right now that you guys can actually take a look at and understand how a decentralized exchange operates and see what it is now and compare it when these things really evolve to what they should be, to be on that same plateau as a centralized exchange in terms of you know, comfort of life, comfortability, easy access. Like you guys can make that comparison. So they have decentralized exchanges. They have BitSquare, BitShares, and Open Ledger. Well, this is worked on by I believe that BitShares is working on this one. That's them. They're in partnership with Open Ledger. NXT, of course, you guys know NXT. Counterparty Dex. I believe Komodo is working on this one. I believe Komodo was working on this one. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. It might not have been this one. There's another one that Komodo was working on. Let's see. Was it this one? No. It's these, the ones, the new ones. These are that are in development. These are already released. These are already released decentralized exchanges that you guys can check out. These are in development though. New decentralized exchanges currently being developed to provide us with the advanced features and ease of use that we so desire. So basically giving us the same features that a centralized exchange has, and that same ease, that same, you know, position that we would be in a regular centralized exchange, but on a decentralized platform. So the Waves Asset Exchange, so you guys can check that one out, read up on it. The EasyDex, which is coming out, and then PAX, Pegged Asset Exchange, which SuperNet and Komodo, like I was saying earlier, are going to be working on. Allow users to exchange national currency assets with privacy that zero knowledge proofs provide. So yeah, guys, that's the difference between centralized and decentralized. I hope that I could kind of clarify that for all of you who didn't quite understand what the difference was. You know, I want to put it out there. I want to make it easier for everybody, you know, my content viewers and subscribers to really, you know, get a grip on and really, you know, make sense of it. But that's it for that. In other news, guys, a gaming company, you guys know it's Crypto Gamer, a gaming company is buying up a cryptocurrency exchange in Korea. So gaming firm to buy $80 million stakes in Korean Bitcoin exchange Corebit. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Nexon, I'm very familiar with Nexon. I played a couple Nexon games in my day. I played Dragon's Nest. Like I play Dragon Nest is still the SHIT, by the way. I want to get back into it. My characters are like kind of like, I want to say mediocre. You know, their levels are slightly high for a person who was kind of halfway invested at the time because of my work situation. I needed money, so on and so forth. But eventually I want to get back into all of those different things. But yeah, Nexon is purchasing them. According to local news source Hangkyung, Nexon has agreed to purchase a 65% stake in Corbit at a sale price of 91.3 billion Korean won, which is $80 million in estimate. Data from CoinMarketCap indicates that Corbit sees roughly 11,500 Bitcoin in daily trading, volumes that place it in the top 15 Bitcoin exchanges globally. That's crazy. See, everybody they understand, they know. This is why I know for a fact the government cannot stop this. They can't. We're getting the decentralized exchanges, like companies are buying into them. Investors, like top investors, I'm talking about in Wall Street, JP Morgan, all these different types of people that are higher up, upper echelon, who are like basically the insiders who know what's going on in the financial sector, who really understand the direction that things are going to be going. They can see like the waves of where everything is going. Like they can see the past. They can, in essence, I know that they can see it. They have the insider knowledge before anybody else has it. That's why all these things that you see people buying this and that up without anybody else knowing to buy it up, then people are rushing in to buy stuff. You know, they know what's going on, basically. They know that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies aren't going anywhere. Nexon buying up 65% in the freaking exchange. So boom. Then we have the move follows on the heels of news this week that mobile app maker Dunamu would also seek to enter the market, announcing the launch of a new exchange in a joint adventure with US exchange Bittrex. Founded in 1995, Nexon specializes in massively multiplayer online role-playing games, MMORPG. Well, yeah, you guys know what it is. If you guys are gamers, I'm pretty sure I have some gamers in the group. You know, I saw some of y'all watching my TGS trailers from the Tokyo Game Show. Those games I'm interested in that I wanted to show you guys. So I know I have some gamers in this group. So yeah, guys, that's pretty cool news. It's you know, it's pretty badass. You know, I love seeing that type of stuff. You know. Exmo announces their ICO to add margin trading and improve their platform. Exmo, let's check it out. An ICO to improve their already existing product. So they already have a product out, and they're launching a follow-up ICO. Any and all interested parties in immediately purchase their token Exmo Coin XO, while the funds will be used to fund margin trading and improve the overall quality of the platform for everyone. Token holders need to be incentivized for investing in the platform. So yeah, guys, you guys can check that out if you guys are familiar with Exmo or use it. Interesting ICO for a product that's already available to the masses. Another news: Godzilla store opening in Tokyo. Bada, yeah. So the Godzilla store is officially opening in Tokyo next month on the 30th of my birthday month, on the 30th, October 30th. Yeah, I'm October 9th. I'm a Libra. That's why, you know, I talk to you guys so eloquently. I talk to you like I could take your mama. But no, that's not what I'm trying to get across to you right now. Right now, we're talking about Godzilla. Godzilla is, I'm sorry, a character I hold closely and dear to my heart. Like, I grew up loving Godzilla. So this piece of news, like, I don't know, it's not always about like cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin with me. I like to relate to you guys like on a personal level as well. And Godzilla, I grew up watching Godzilla, all the cartoons, I had the toys, so on and so forth, the movies. Like, to this day, I love Godzilla. I actually watched a Godzilla movie a couple months ago called Godzilla Resurgence. In Japanese, it was Shin Godzilla or Shin Gojira, because you know that's how they say in Japanese. Awesome movie. Like, that's the best Godzilla movie I've watched in a long time. They really capture the nitty gritty Godzilla, like that Godzilla isn't like your best friend. Godzilla isn't out here to save you. Godzilla is literally a walking weapon of mass destruction. And they really touch on like the government facilities and how they are so slow and just like indecisive when it comes to making major decisions that can overall affect the well-being of a nation. And it's so crazy. They attack so many different points in that movie, and it's so clear. Everything is so clear that, you know, they make everything just so wow, it's in your face. That, man, that movie is top 10 movie of all time. I love that movie. No funny. The parts where Godzilla wasn't even like doing stuff, like it wasn't about Godzilla, it was just about government people talking, bro, I was tuned in. Because I'm just like, wow, like the governments really operate like this. I already knew they operate like this, but it really like puts it on the big picture. Like, so if Godzilla was real, this is definitely how they would act. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, as a person who knows this stuff. But you know, it's crazy. I just thought it was cool. I just thought it was really cool. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. This is your boy CG. I'll come back at you guys tomorrow with an overview on an actual ICO project that I'm really interested in. They emailed me and approached me about their project. I will relay that. But upon further, you know, analysis of what their project is about and how it could affect me as a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber, guys, so you know, this is a part of my income, and the project just really spoke to me on a level where it's like, okay, that's pretty cool. Especially as a person who does financial education and, you know, speaking, you know, so on and so forth, helping people, even teaching people about cryptos. It's something that you guys are going to be highly interested in if you guys have your own kind of consultation businesses. But that's it for today, everybody. Stay tuned for that tomorrow. It's going to be the first video. Then I'll do a crypto wrap up again. This is your boy CG. I'm out. Peace. God bless.